The Bombs Drop Day has been going on with lots of special events. Meanwhile, Nerd Rage is now bugged and the Excavator power armor can have a jetpack. It's news time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. It has been a while since I dived deep into the news, and that's because I've been busy covering the new spooky Scorched event, but with 3 guides published already, it's now time to keep you up to date with everything 76. Now, the Bombs Drop Day festivities have been running with a mega sale and a free play week as well. There's also a free bundle to claim for certain members. On the other hand, Nerd Rage is now buggy and major exploits have become a new normal for farming spooky Scorched. But that's about to end with update 32, as you will see soon enough. Anyway, the Excavator power armor can now have a jetpack, no joke, and there are several ways to reset your spooky candy ball to speed up the challenges. As per usual, I will finish with some new bugs, such as the Raven Stick and the Grognak beer Stein. Let's get into the details now, starting with the Bombs Drop Day. Let's do this. October 23 is a huge date for Fallout 76. After all, we are talking about the game's release date and the anniversary, which sadly didn't always get the love it does now. Like previous years, Bethesda decided to host a mega event for 2021 featuring a free play week from October 19 until the 25, which is tomorrow, it's almost over. There are also huge base game and DLC bundle discounts up to 75% off, so make sure to buy something you need. Now it's the right time to do so. And let's not forget about the Atom sale, up to 35% off, which started way earlier than intended for Bethesda's net users, as I reported in my latest news. But since October 19, things have been running smoothly and fairly for every platform. Bethesda Net, Steam, Xbox and PlayStation. I cross-checked everything once again, and as shown, they are now applying the Atom's discounts correctly. Even in-game, you can buy any of the Atom bundles with special prices. So if you often buy Atoms, now it's the time to stack up for later, while saving big time. Despite all these awesome sales, I just want to point out that the Bombs Drop Day could and should be a more memorable date for everyone, especially in game. It's 76th anniversary, but nothing much happens in the wasteland per se. It's just another day like any other really. So maybe it's time for Bethesda to let some nukes go wild on October 23 as a way to celebrate this date and bring players together to battle off world bosses, for example, as Tier suggested on Bethesda's official Discord. I totally agree with him. What do you think though? How can Bethesda improve the Bombs Drop Day celebration in your view? Let me know in the comments below. Did you know Bethesda released a new free bundle recently? That's right, everyone! I actually didn't see any official posts about this one, but it's now all over Reddit, so here's a little help to spread the word. Bethesda released a new bundle for Prime members during this week, after a very long time. I can't actually remember the last time they released a Prime bundle, to be honest, but now you can redeem your survival bundle for free if you are a Prime member, or if you have a Gamepass membership. Both seem to work according to player feedback. This bundle includes the Red Steel Crusader pistol paint, the Mr. Fuzzy backpack skin, and the Brotherhood of Steel wallpaper for camp walls. Well, make sure to claim what's yours. I'm leaving the Twitch Prime link below the video for quick access. As for Game Pass, Fallout 76 is listed as a partner, so inspect your rewards page. Don't let it slip. Lastly, it seems Bethesda is planning to add a second new survival bundle very soon. It's already listed on the Prime Gaming website, but there are no details yet. It just states the bundle's name and says available soon. So keep an eye on it. There's more free goodies on the way, that's for sure. The following news is about strange Atomic Shop offers lately. Let's be honest, the Atomic Shop has its history of oopsies, but in the past couple of weeks, things have been insane. I'm talking about special time limited offers with an expiration date of 365 days. That's literally a full year. So yeah, about that special time limited part, I'm not so sure anymore. I'm assuming this sort of promotion is not intended, but if they are, then Bethesda really should make a new tab for all year-long offers or something alike, else it makes absolutely no sense to, well, be that way. Now, something else that caught my eye was this custom offer where the player was only missing the Raven's Perch from the Pipe Organ Halloween bundle and no discounts were applied. Nothing. Zero. The player was charged with the full price of the bundle, an astonishing 1,800 atoms, as if he owned no single item yet from that bundle, when, well, that's far from the truth, isn't it? This one is obviously a system error, there is no denying here. But yeah, overall, custom offers are very buggy and inconsistent. Sometimes I notice that I own most items for a specific bundle, but the price charge is really high, like half price or something. So I'm fairly confident this type of issue happens more often than we might think. My advice here is to buy the full bundles whenever you can, because if you don't, if you go for individual items, buying the bundle later ends up being more expensive. So better do your research first if you wish to save on atoms. Now, the next point is very important if you play with a bloodied build, because one of the main perks for this specific playstyle is no longer working properly. Yeah, Nerd Rage is buggy once again. Ever since Update 31 went live, players have been reporting issues with Nerd Rage. Apparently, it can stop working randomly when you are below 20% HP, which is the requirement or trigger for the perk effects to take place. Increased damage resist, more damage and more stamina regen. This bug is obviously live for all platforms and can strike at any time. It's pretty random. So if you feel like you are doing slightly less damage than usual or dying faster than usual while running a bloodied build, then I highly recommend you to re-equip Nerd Rage, because that's most likely the culprit. And yes, re-equipping the perk mysteriously makes it work again if you are below 20% HP, of course. I know this is a very annoying and frustrating bug, but hey, at least there's an easy way to go past it. Lastly, make sure to track your status tab, like I did in the footage, if you want to make sure Nerd Rage left you hanging, just like it did to me. Compare your damage output with and without the perk. If the damage is the same, then it means the perk stopped working. To fix it, you know what to do. Re-equipping should do the trick. You're welcome. More important things to know, the Excavator power armor doesn't have a jetpack plan, so until this point players could not build one for this type of power armor, not a legit way at least. However, with Update 31, something went terribly wrong, and now, just like magic, poof, players can add a jetpack to their Excavator torso if they already learned the jetpack plan for another power armor type, the Hellcat. Don't ask me how or why, it just works that way right now. Thanks to Kai and Frin for tagging me on this one. Otherwise, I would probably miss it since I hardly use power armors. This new bug has been circulating on social media, but Bethesda has been removing such posts whenever they can, especially on their Discord and also on Reddit. I suppose because it's something definitely not intended, so they want to lay low about it. Anyway, I first checked the mods for my Excavator torso without learning the jetpack plan for Hellcat, and as you can see, the jetpack did not show up there. However, after buying and learning it from Regs at Vault 79 for 3k gold, ouch, it's really expensive by the way, I know, but it does the trick. This plan now unlocks the jetpack for both power armor sets, when it's supposed to unlock it just for one, the Hellcat. I looked into the game files and found nothing strange. I guess the oopsie is not so obvious here. They most likely added a keyword for the Excavator power armor on the Hellcat's files or vice versa. Why would they do such a thing though? That's the question. That's the question. Anyway, expect this one to be fixed very, very soon. It's definitely an error in the code, which is not intended. So if you want a legacy excavator set with a jetpack, now it's the time to go for it. And no, the jetpack is not a visual bug. It works just like any other jetpack. Here's some proof. Well, enjoy it, I suppose. Spooky Scorched and Trick or Treat have been live for some days now, and most players have been struggling to complete their daily and weekly candy challenges. After all, you don't really control who visits your camp, and you cannot force people to loot your mystery candy, right? But there are a few tricks you can use to improve your odds and complete such challenges effortlessly, as I explored in one of my latest guides. To make things simple, there are 3 main rules you should know and follow. First of all, only place your spooky candy ball if you have mystery candy to fill it up with. Otherwise, you are just deceiving people and wasting their time, because they will come by to try and get candy, but there's none there, so yeah, it's a complete hassle for both parties, I would say. After all, the orange pumpkin icon just indicates a camp has the spooky ball. It doesn't mean there is candy to loot. Secondly, make sure to place your spooky ball at a very straightforward place, like close to your vendors or at your front door, a place where all your visitors go through, pass by, or want to visit. Don't block or make it difficult for others to find your ball. If you do so, then don't expect any candy to be looted, and your challenges will definitely be hanging. Third and lastly, you can reset your spooky ball 1 hour cooldown to allow the same players to loot as many candy as you wish. There are at least 3 ways to do this. 1. Rebuild your spooky ball. Both scrapping and storing works. Moving doesn't though. 2nd, swap camp slots. The balls do not share a cooldown between your own camps for whatever reason. 3rd, change servers and have your friends follow you to loot extra candy. To be honest with you, almost anything seems to reset the cooldown of this ball, so the restriction is pretty much useless. I mean, it's there, but you can bypass it with so many tricks that, yeah, it becomes pretty useless in the end. Now, if you follow these 3 tips, you should be able to complete the trick or treat challenges in an easier manner and ultimately unlock the popcorn machine on week 3, which is linked to the candy weekly challenges. It's the entire point of doing these challenges, to get that awesome new item. So make sure to share your candy as much as possible if you want to have free popcorn at your camp later on, that is. Talking about Spooky Scorched, I just want to quickly go over some recent exploits attached to nuking Tanagra town. One of them is actually a returning heavy glitch surrounding the Ultracite nodes inside the caves, which Bethesda fixed a while back, but it returned last month or so. The other is a fairly recent exploit about inventory limits. Anyway, both together allow players to farm unlimited Scorched for as long as they want. No stop, really. It's pretty crazy. It's the same method to farm endless levels in no time. Anyway, just to let you know, Bethesda is planning to disable enemy spawns for Ultracite nodes with update 32. So from December on, such exploits should be no more by default. Eliminating the source of the exploit usually denies access to any dependent actions. So there you go. It seems like fisher farming will also be a thing of the past for Holiday Scorched. I can say I'm happy about that one, since fisher farming is probably the most reliable way to farm Spooky and Holiday Scorched, but hey, it is what it is. If it fixes a bunch of major exploits and it's the easier way for them to handle the situation, so be it. Alright, you probably noticed the Kill Spooky Scorch weekly challenges, right? What you may not know yet is that this challenge is repeatable. Once you finish one, the next will auto begin in an endless loop. It's not yet clear if this feature is intended or if it's another bug. I hope it's intended because it works like a small farming aid while hunting Spooky Scorched. Plus, all you can get is carry weight boosters. It's a pretty balanced reward, I would say, which by coincidence or not, are a huge help to carry all these spooky treat bags and the goodies attached to them. Anyhow, the Kill Spooky Scorch dailies do not work the same way. They are a one-time only complete challenge and that's it, just to make it clear. Moving forward, the Raven's Perch is a new interactive Atomic Shop item introduced this week, but it came live as an unfinished item, it seems like. I bought it for testing reasons after a friend told me it does nothing if you click the interact button, and well, it's true. As shown, nothing happens. There's no special animation, no effects, no sound, nothing. The Raven moves always the same way, whether you click on the interact button or not, so it seems like Bethesda either didn't add a special animation for this item, or the special animation is the bird moving and it's currently malfunctioning, so the bird moves non-stop, as if the player was spamming the interact button when that's not the case. I really think it's one or the other, but only time will tell, I guess, whenever they decide to fix it. Next, we have another new bug about a Season 6 item, the Grognak beer stain. Thanks to Frankie Ragnarok for tagging me on this one. The item itself is not bugged, but when you place it on a beer stain display case, well, it shows backwards. Every other existing stain has the handle to the left side, but the Grognak stain breaks this rule. The handle shows to the right side instead, as you can see in the footage. I presume this oopsie was made by the same dev who also placed the stash box backwards inside the new Abandoned Shack Survival Tent skin. I mean, it's the same backwards mistake, so it could be the same person. The great news is that it can be easily fixed and it doesn't affect your gameplay, so yeah, minor bug right there. Nothing much to worry about, I would say, unless you suffer from OCD or something. In that case, please do not display this one. Just ignore it and wait for a fix, and yeah, spare yourself from the torture. To finish off, I couldn't go without mentioning the triple community events alive since last Thursday, October 21. I know it's ending very, very soon, tomorrow, October 25. But it's still worth mentioning here. During this weekend, we have a double daily script. From the usual 300, players can exchange legendaries up to 600 instead, per day of course. There's also a 50% off sale at the Prevere for all the crates, so it's a great time to try your luck if you're in need of some new endgame gear. You never know what you get. Lastly, daily operations are back with double mutations and double rewards, so it's the perfect time to farm them if you are low on currencies and legendaries. Just watch your back, these double mutations are no joke. Anyhow, this triple weekend event is part of the Bombs Drop Day celebrations, as Bethesda confirmed. Today's random bug is about a spooky Scorched pinned to a wall or a floor. I'm not entirely sure. His head grew inside of the space helmet and it extended from the floor to the wall. Is it me or that's a really long neck? The best part is that he kept moving around like a weightless toy. It was pretty funny to watch. I almost died taking that cinematic. The things I do for you guys. Anyway, don't forget that Spooky Scorched is live for another full week until November 2, so if you're still missing some of the rare rewards, go ahead, farm them while you still can. If you need some help, feel free to check my guides. I have one with all the basics on Spooky Scorched and Trick or Treat, both events, and another guide with all the 24 rare rewards you can get from Halloween 2021. Following the Halloween topic, don't forget to participate on my screenshot event. Submit your best 76 Halloween shot for a chance to win awesome prizes. Join my Discord and find all the details there on the events channel. Alright then, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe and all of that to help my channel. And as usual, a huge shout out to all of you who go the extra mile to support me. Stay tuned for more surprises this Halloween. I will see you very, very soon in the next video. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye.